here tonight getting ready for a shoot. But before we begin, people ask me all the time, what does it take to become a professional photographer? How do I take this hobby that I love and just make some money? I wish there was an easy answer. Most of the time, the person asking the question kind of has the cart before the horse. Too many photographers try to make a go at this profession without first even knowing the fundamentals of the craft. Sure, it does take a keen business sense to run a successful photography business, but I think more importantly, it takes a firm grasp on that magic component, lighting. I was taught photography by my good friend John, and when he agreed to take me under his wing, he told me that I needed to shoot 10,000 images before I would even start to understand what's happening with light. That was back in the days of film. In the digital world, that's more like 50 to 100,000 photos. So what's my advice to you is shoot everything. When asked why he painted something a certain color, Picasso once said, if I don't have red, I use blue. I say, if I don't have a person to shoot, shoot an animal. If you don't have an animal to shoot, shoot a flower. No flowers? Shoot a local landmark. The more you shoot, the more things in life take on new meaning and you really start to see creatively. The question is creativity something you're born with? Absolutely not. Creativity comes from taking what everybody has already done and putting your own spin on it, or by simply trying to do it better. We can all be creative. The problem is it takes work. And it takes a lot of work to train ourselves to be creative. As photographers, we're artists. We see things differently. When I look at a scene, I can see what that finished photo will look like, rather than how it looks to the naked eye. If you can't envision the finished product, don't worry. Shoot enough photos and it becomes a part of who you are. It just may be me, but it took me almost 2 years before I could make that right decision on whether or not to shoot a photo horizontally or vertically. Learn to look at things with inquisitive eyes. I swear my family thinks I'm crazy. I take pictures of everything, and they ask me all the time, why in the world did you take that picture? Most of the time it was just to see what it'd look like. This is what creativity is really all about, passion for your craft. Trust me, no one will ever hire you based on what you say you can do, or even what you think you can do. They hire you based on what you've done. Keep that in mind, because the creative person doesn't wait around for a paycheck and then create something. They create something amazing and the paycheck finds them. A while back, I was preparing a class on the relationship of color in photography. And I kid you not, later that same day, I was in a place that just knocked my socks off. This place looked like a scene out of Jurassic Park. Immediately the portrait photographer in me started thinking, what if I had a model in a bright red dress in this amazing sea of green? I didn't stop at just thinking, I put a plan in motion. I made a few phone calls, I found a model friend willing to do the shoot, we found a bright red dress, and we headed right back out there. After a few minutes of walking around, it did not take long to find the perfect spot. It didn't stop there. We found another spot, and then another, and another, and another. Again, the creative photographer doesn't sit at home dreaming of shooting pictures. He gathers up the gear, he gets out there, and he makes it happen.